Good day all, welcome to this video tutorial number 1 of how to sketch up a simple log cabin. The cabin we're going to sketch up today does not have too much detail. We're mainly focusing on the external detail without even concern, without worrying about wall thicknesses and different rooms inside the house. So it's very simple, and it's all about just an external representation of this log cabin. Now, you'll get to access this document on your learning journeys. You'll find that you've got the scenario instructions and specifications which you need to read, but very simply you've been asked by a family to provide them with a real representation of a log cabin they want to build in a forest as a holiday home. You've got the instructions of what you need to go and complete, along with the specifications of the things you need to include. All right, you have then been provided with a step-by-step with all the dimensions needed on how to go about setting up and creating this log cabin. So we're going to use these as a guide as well as we go through this tutorial, the various tutorials. So in tutorial 1, we're going to look at the horizontal and vertical footprint of the log cabin. So we're going to go ahead to SketchUp. We're going to get ourselves set up and ready to go. So while we're here, the first thing, if you remember, is to ensure that our units are correct to millimeters. And we're going to go to a whole number, and my snap intervals I want to have as 1 millimeter. Excellent, so that's ready to go. And then we're going to start in the top view, and we're going to make sure that we are on parallel projection. I'm going to shift across here, pan across to make sure that I've got space to work with, and then I'm going to just shut that down. I'm going to go back to the PDF and let's have a look. So to start this, in the top view, we need to include the horizontal footprint. Now it's very simple. We're going to just use our line command. We're going to start on the axis over here. That point will sit on the axis. We're going to go 8,000 by 10,000, etc. Knowing that obviously that'll be 8 meters, that's 10 meters, etc., etc. Now all the line work you see here, even these lines across over here, we need for purpose sake. You'll see what happens as we start to push and pull and create vertical footprint or volume to this house. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to start with 8,000 by 10,000. So back to SketchUp, line command. We're going to go up 8,000, enter. We're going to go down across 10,000. So that's 1,000. We want to go 10,000. We're going to come down, if we have a look, 5,000. Right, down 5. Ooh, let's go back here. Make sure I'm snap on the green. So we're going to go 5,000, enter. If I'm correct, again, it's 5,000. Enter. It should be then 3,000 from there. It is. And all we need to do is go and snap on that endpoint, and it should automatically, there we go, give us that length. So there's the footprint of the house. Then we need to go and square those off over there, these portions over here, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay, so horizontal footprint done. Now we can start to scroll around a little bit to get, orbit a little bit to get a nice perspective for the vertical footprint. So that's step 1 complete. Step 2, vertical footprint. The bottom floor, or the ground level, is going to be a total of 3,000 high. And the second story, which is that block in the middle, so if we look at the top view, that'll be the second story, that will go to 6,000. So we go back to SketchUp, and we're going to use our trusty push and pull command. We're going to pull that up by 6,000, enter. We're going to pull up these two by 3,000, enter. Let's do that again. 3,000, enter, 3,000, enter. Right, so that is the horizontal and vertical footprint of our building. In the next video, we're going to look at how to construct the carport that is positioned over here on the right-hand side of the building.